Welcome back to the WeCare podcast. I'm Jordan Vaughn, Nurse Practitioner and owner of WeCare Health and Wellness. Today is a very special episode because I want to introduce to you guys someone that you're going to hear a lot more from, our new direct primary care functional medicine provider, Kacie Proctor.
Hey, I'm excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
So let's start with you. I want to tell everyone who you are, your background, what led you into functional medicine, primary care, and what led you here.
Perfect. So I'm Kacie. I'm a family nurse practitioner. And before moving into primary care, I've got a background in critical care, ER, hospitalist. And that background matters to me because I feel like it allows me to know sick when there's somebody sick that walks in the door. And so it allows me to know when to escalate care or when to say, okay, well, let's watch and wait. But over time in conventional medicine, I've noticed that a lot of people, there's a gap there. And so patients they come in exhausted, inflamed, fatigued, and there's no answers for that. It's just kind of, visits are rushed, labs are normal, right, and there's no answers that are given at the end of the day other than, sorry, like we can't find anything. Right. I want to back up and say that there's nothing wrong with conventional medicine because it saves lives every day.
Absolutely.
But I also think that doctors are forced to work in an environment that's not conducive to healing anymore. And insurance models dictate, how they do things. And so I got into functional medicine because I saw the shortage there in healthcare. I saw that there were people that needed answers, that needed time to dig deeper, and conventional medicine just couldn't fulfill that. And so I myself was a product of a failed conventional system and took myself, it took figuring out what to do for myself. And then I was like, you know what, this is a need.
That was your aha moment.
That was it.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's exactly why we wanted you here at WeCare, just that background, the way you treat patients. I've heard from so many, just like your background in functional medicine, that you would be the perfect fit for here. So let's tell everybody just a little bit more about direct primary care. I do know that it can be a little bit confusing.
Yeah. So at its core, direct primary care is simple. It's healthcare without the middleman. So we don't bill insurance. It's just a relationship between me and you.
And not 7-minute visits and no copays. It's no surprise bills, all of those things as well.
That's right. Patients pay a monthly membership, and that gives them direct access to me. It gives them longer appointments. It gives them messaging, follow-ups, and actual relationship-based care versus those hurried visits.
And I feel like relationship, that's everything when it comes to primary care. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that's the thing that most people are missing now. They don't even know who their primary care is because they're seeing this person one day, this person another day. They're going to see you and always you. And I love that. Yeah.
It gives you time to develop that relationship with them and they trust you.
Absolutely. And trust is big too.
Yes.
It's huge. So you kind of touched on it earlier about the traditional, model being broken. So, I don't feel like it's failing because providers don't care, but let's touch on that a little bit more.
Yeah, it's not failing because of that. You're exactly right. It's failing because the system doesn't allow time. Providers are forced to see too many patients too fast, and they're doing the best they can, again, in a system that's not conducive to healing.
Right, and I feel like we're about to flip that model upside down with the direct primary care. I feel like we're going to see better outcomes. We're going to see, it's not all about a number. You're going to have a fewer patient panel, and you're going to be able to spend that time with them.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about functional medicine. I know that's a huge buzzword right now, but what does it actually mean?
Yeah, it just means asking why, not just what. It's not just giving a diagnosis. It's trying to figure out why the body is out of sorts. So why are you tired? Why are your hormones off? Why does inflammation keep showing up? Instead of just prescribing something and moving on, we ask what's driving it. Is it gut health? Is it nutrient deficiencies? Is it your sleep? Yeah. What is the driving factor behind why systems aren't lining up?
Yeah, it's not like alternative medicine. It's like better medicine.
Right.
All right. So how can DPC, functional medicine work together? Tell them about how it's going to be different here at WeCare?
So primary care manages your day-to-day. So it's going to manage your sick visits. It's going to manage that high blood pressure. It's going to manage those chronic conditions and work on prevention, while functional medicine is going to look deeper at optimization of those body systems.
And the patient, like, they don't have to bounce between 5 providers. I think that's what I'm most excited about. Like, you're able to dig deep in those hormones. You're able to dig deep in the gut, health. You're able to, dig deep in cardiovascular care. So you're not going to be sending them, to this person, that person, this person. It's going to be you and them diving deep. Now, there is a time when they may need to see a specialist or something like that, but I do love that we are able to offer everything in one place.
Yeah. And, we're still going to use labs. We're still going to use imaging. We're still going to use evidence-based care.
Right.
But we're going to look at the patterns, again, that drive that balance in the body. We're going to look at lifestyle, nutrition, and a lot of doctors just don't have time for that, and it's not their fault.
I remember, so I covered a primary care provider a long time ago. It's not my forte back then. I was in ER and urgent care, and I covered for her for 6 months. And they stacked those patients literally in like 7 and 10 minute slots. Mm-hmm. And I was expected to see all of these patients, but yet how can I get to the core of their problem? And so I just am so excited that these patients, they're going to get to sit down for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour, whatever they need. And if they need 3 appointments a month for you to figure it out, if they need 10 appointments, it's all covered.
It's all there.
I'm so excited about it.
I think it's going to be really great.
So let's talk about who this model is for. Who does it work for?
So this model is going to be great for patients who feel dismissed, they feel rushed, they feel stuck. It's going to be for those busy professionals, those busy moms, business owners, athletes. It's going to be literally for anybody. And the nice thing is again, I have the time to look at those autoimmune drivers. I have the time to look at metabolic issues. And it isn't about over-testing or over-complicating care. It's about thoughtful, intentional medicine.
I mean, really, anyone who just wants a provider who knows them.
Yep.
That's for that patient.
Yep.
At WeCare, this is going to mean, like you said, longer appointments, thoughtful labs, realistic plans, and just a real follow-up. So I'm really excited. Do you want to kind of break down our thought process on how that's going to look as far as, cost and...
Yeah. So the biggest thing too to add to that is access. You're going to get, messaging. You're going to get adjustments in conversations with me. Like if one plan that we start with isn't working, like your membership is going to include a follow-up that you don't have to pay extra copays for. Right. Like it's all included, so we can adjust things. Even if it's a simple text message, hey Kacie, like this, I don't feel like it's working. What can we change? That's easy. You don't have to come back in and see me again, which is really nice.
Yes.
So we're going to keep it simple. So the direct primary care model is going to run $80 a month. And that is a monthly membership, transparent pricing. So you get, cost on labs, wholesale cost on labs. We're going to have a $99 walk-in option for urgent care things. And so everything is affordable without the surprises there. And so functional medicine is going to be separate, more in depth. And that's going to be for your patients who want that deeper investigation and long-term optimization. And I'll walk through that with people individually at that point.
Right. They don't have to feel that they've got to come in and start functional medicine. Like they're going to start primary care.
Yes.
If you and that patient decide like this might be the route for them, then they can go that route and add that on.
And step down. Yeah.
Absolutely. I love that. It should feel more collaborative and not, intimidating to the patient. So let's do a little bit of myth busting.
Okay.
So me and Molly, we love to do some myth busting in our podcast. So I want to do some with you on direct primary care.
Okay.
So direct primary care is only for rich people.
So that's one of the biggest misconceptions. So direct primary care is often more affordable because, again, you don't factor in copays. You don't factor in insurance. You don't factor in deductibles. When we tell you a cost for labs, like that is your cost for labs. And, sometimes doctors say, well, it's covered, with your wellness visit. And then you get a surprise bill for, $60 later down the road. Right. Like when you leave here, you are paid up. Like exactly what you're going to owe.
Right.
And there's no surprises. So No, it's not only for rich people. And I feel like $80 a month is very affordable for somebody who wants
Yes.
care from a good provider.
$960 a year. Most people's deductible is $3,000, $5,000, $7,000. So even patients with insurance, I feel like this model works for them as well.
Yeah, and it doesn't replace traditional insurance. You still need that for, catastrophic events or hospitalizations or surgeries. But
well, that was the next myth.
sorry.
Direct primary care replaces insurance, Kacie.
So it doesn't. Insurance is great for, emergencies, imaging, hospitalizations, surgeries. I still recommend having an insurance policy, but you don't have to meet your deductibles before things start getting covered.
Right, because we're fully covered here.
Right.
Myth number 3, functional medicine isn't real medicine.
So I hear this one a lot, but the reality is I still use labs. I still use diagnostics. I still use evidence-based care. I just ask deeper questions and get to connect the dots.
I love that. Myth number 4, if labs are normal, nothing is wrong.
Normal does not mean optimal. The biggest one I like to think of is thyroid. Like you have a big range for thyroid. Normal is 0.45 to 4.5, but optimal is 1 to 2. So
Right.
Normal does not mean optimal.
Love that. Myth number 5, direct primary care providers do not manage chronic conditions.
I absolutely do. So I will manage your diabetes and your high blood pressure and your thyroid issues and your hormones. I can manage all of that, but I feel like I get to do it better because I have more time.
I love that too. All right, Kacie, I'm so excited that you are here and our patients are going to get to experience this level of care. Our community deserves this.
I'm honored to be here, and I'm so excited to get this up and running.
So if you want to learn more about direct primary care, functional medicine services, check us out or reach out. Make sure to subscribe, share this episode, and follow WeCare Health and Wellness for more education and behind-the-scenes content. And don't forget, at the end of the day,
We care. See you next time.